I might as well let them smoke. I'm going to pay the fine anyway.
Let them smoke, but inside a Chicago bar? That's against the law. But on the eve of one of the biggest bar nights of the year, we found the punishment's not working. In fact, fines seem to be a joke among patrons. Good evening, I'm Micah Mater.
And I'm Mark Sapelsis. Smoking's been banned in just about every public place for nearly 2 years. But that hasn't stopped them from lighting up, as our Jackie Bangs saw firsthand. Jackie?
That's right. If you're a smoker, you know where to find them. Bars, restaurants, places which may show a no smoking sign on the outside, but allow you to puff away inside. The regulars were already seated when we walked into Crow Bar on Chicago's far southeast side. Roughly half of them had a cigarette in their hands. You're smoking, sir, including owner Pat Carroll.
You know why we're smoking?
Please tell me why.
Well, I got 2 tickets for smoking so far.
Customers, smokers and non, have even started a collection to help pay for the more than $700 in fines. With a swipe of a pen, the Illinois Smoke-Free Act went into effect January 1st, 2008. It was a huge battle won for the American Lung Association.
We're seeing that most of the workplaces, including restaurants and bars, are being compliant with the new state law.
But not all. Not only did our undercover cameras capture smokers in Crow Bar, but in other places throughout the Chicago area. Within the past 2 months, we visited establishments on the north side, south side, and western Cook County. In each area, we found violators. There's only one patron at Timeout on 12th in Berwyn, but both he and the bartender have lit cigarettes in their hands. A no smoking sign greets you as you enter Boehm Restaurant on the north side. But when we went there last weekend, the room was thick with cigarette smoke. Even though we had no problem getting in, the bar's owner tells us this was a private party, and she thought it was exempt from the law. It is not. If a business is found to violate the law, fines begin at $250. If an individual violates the law, fines begin at $100. But this is a complaint-driven law, so if no one complains about smoking in a bar or restaurant, authorities don't know about it. The Illinois Department of Public Health and local health departments are responsible for enforcing the law. Since it took effect, there have been more than 2,700 complaints of smoking indoors in the 7-county Chicago area. But only a fraction of those complaints leads to fines. Authorities will first send a warning or educational letter. If that's ignored, inspectors are called out. Total fines issued and paid so far, only $7,700.
It's an issue of manpower. There just aren't enough resources to do that.
Violating the act is a personal affront to Sabrina Lockett.
The law is the law. It needs to be followed. It makes me very frustrated.
The veteran restaurant employee suffers from asthma, and on one very smoky work night, Lockett was sent to the emergency room because she simply could not breathe.
I wish that it could have been passed a lot sooner. It's something that's going to affect you. You would think you would take a stand on that as well.
And as the law stands, violators can't be caught without a complaint.
We certainly want to work with them to make sure that they are enforcing and that they understand the laws.
But for Pat Carroll, he says it's a matter of survival. His bar is steps away from the state line, a smoking state.
Can I lose customers to Indiana for smoking? I might as well let them smoke. I'm going to pay the fine anyway.
Now, if you know of a bar or restaurant which allows smokers to light up, you can file a complaint either online or calling a toll-free number, which we will have for you. The American Lung Association says 21% of adults in Illinois smoke, and they would like to cut that to 12% within 5 to 10 years. They're hoping that this law will help out.
Jackie, thank you.
And there'll be more in tomorrow's Tribune.
Very good.
All right.